They lined up around the corner today at the Park Plaza Castle, where applications were being taken for low-cost apartments in the Tent City development. As Mark Jones reports, this project is both a dream come true for the people who fought for it and still a powerful symbol of Boston's housing crisis.
The doors opened at 10 this morning, and hundreds marched in. Young, old, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, poor, and not so poor. All of them seeking a place in this South End apartment complex, a glimmer of affordable housing in the shadow of upscale Copley Place.
It's a little upsetting to see condos going up all the place, and I know I can't afford them, but they're there, and somebody's buying them, and obviously there's not enough affordable housing in the city of Boston.
The moral is that there's a real crisis in affordable housing in this city, and that opportunities like Tent City are difficult to achieve, but are absolutely necessary, and that there is a lot more than just Tent City that needs to be done on both the private level as well as what the public can do.
They call this project Tent City. The name stems from a protest held here in 1968. Back then, the area was leveled and parking lots lied where apartments once stood. Demonstrators pitched tents on this corner and at other sites where low-cost housing was needed, and for 4 days in April, they camped out until the city agreed to take action. But that was 19 years ago, and this fall, only a portion of those who apply will be able to move in. A lot of people here. Does that scare you?
No, because usually everywhere you go to apply, there's a long line, and I guess everyone's chances equal.
What do you think your chances are?
Minimal.
The people that get in will be very fortunate, and they'll be very affordable apartments. Those other thousands of people need housing just as much, and we need to get housing for them too. So this underscores how serious the crisis is, not just in Boston, but across the country.
More than half of the apartments at Tent City are set aside for subsidized low and moderate income families. The rest, 67 out of the 270 available units, will be rented at market rates. Tent City's first tenants will be picked by lottery in October.
We've got a very careful set of criteria that we're going to use that are based upon the fact of people's being displaced from housing and whether they in fact were South End residents when they were displaced. And those are part of the information that people have to fill out.
For those who struggle to make Tent City a reality, this is a dream fulfilled, while at the same time, a symbol of how serious the housing problem has become.
I would like to get out of from where I'm living at to get into a place I can, afford the rent. Mm-hmm. Because see here, I'm paying here $800 a month.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kicking me. I'm paying light and gas.
We are paying more than half of our income as a rent, and that's very difficult for us.
Anytime you go down the street and you see open vacant lots where there should be affordable housing, something's wrong.
This application process will continue through the weekend. More than 10,000 people are expected to sign up. They know their chances of getting in are slim, but after 19 years, the wait for Tent City is still worth it. For the 10 o'clock news, I'm Marcus Jones.